G'day, mate, and welcome back to Capital Industry with me, Judy. In our last episode, we got a wonderful concrete slab build up and running. We also rerouted the belts all the way through the base, and also at the same time, did a few other minor little things, mostly involving a whole lot of spaghetti, like burning off the extra fuel gas, and also, well, finishing off our current tier of research and getting some microchips up and running. But in today, although I'd like to continue with our microchips, I sort of need a couple more servers. We need an awful lot more servers before we can go to a full microchip production. So that means I need to look for another path, something else we can do in the meantime. And I'm thinking nuclear is the answer. Obviously, nuclear is always the answer. Nuclear is the answer to everything. So what I need to do is I need to ask you a very important question. And that is, well, can I borrow a like? I just need to borrow a like. I need to borrow a like earlier in the video because I've been told the more likes I can borrow, the more likes I can have, the less radiation that people will receive. But the good news is, if you didn't like the video, you didn't think it was worth your like, by all means, you can have it back, along with a dose of that radiation that I'm trying to get rid of. As always, at the start of every episode, I like to thank those that go above and beyond, those that support the channel. And today, I need to thank the wonderful Clint Francis for choosing to become a YouTube member. Also, I need to thank the wonderful Lee Priestley for also choosing to become a YouTube member. Also, I need to just give a touch, just a little bit of absolution for the following names down below, who all felt a little bit guilty for using ad blocker. So the good news is, well, as long as they're using ad blocker on this channel, all their sins are absolved. Also need to upgrade a couple of trucks because, well, we have a small problem. The small problem is, well, it's up here. It's extremely busy. And if I look at the last 12 months worth of deliveries, we can see there's a number of things in here. And what I want to do is I want to try and, in this episode, very, very important in this episode, I'm going to try and cut down on these numbers. And the first one is rock. Rock, there's not a lot I can do about. There is a couple of things we can do about it, and one of them is going to be upgrading as many trucks as possible. The other thing I can do about it is I can attempt to go through and remove some of these deliveries. So slag. Slag we're doing a lot of deliveries of, and I'm willing to bet that's because you changed. Please change back. There you go. That is because you are very full of slag, which means rather than slag being delivered down here, that was the ship I wanted. I can't have slag delivered down here. It's being dumped to the sea instead. So what I need to do is I need to have that ship come back. I need to take it off the 6-month turnaround time, move it on a 3-month turnaround time. Also, because if slag backs up, bad things happen. I need this empty. Can I do I need the ship empty. Can I do a priority in from you and you? Just so we empty this ship as soon as possible. Yeah. All right. So what I need to do is I need to cut down deliveries. Now, we got a number of ways of doing that. The easiest way for right now is I come to this lot. This lot is our main clearing crew. They are probably the biggest ones causing all these rock deliveries. The coal deliveries we're going to get to in a second. And what I want to do is I want to every single, well, mega excavator that is named upgraded. It's not going to really help with my rock problem. In fact, it's probably going to make it worse. But what I'm also hoping to find is a bunch of excavators here that don't have names. Like you and you, we're going to side grade to a large dump truck. Now, the reason I'm doing the excavators first is you cannot have a mega excavator with a normal size truck. Well, you can't have a mega dump truck with a normal size excavator. So I need to make sure we have mega diggies first before we end up with mega trucks servicing this lot. And what I want to do is those that, yes, are of the lower version, are unnamed, I want to side grade those because I'm going to have too many diggies in this crew. It's one of those things you find as you get later in the game, as the mega diggies tend to dig a lot more, you want to... Yeah, you're already done. People went and rearranged themselves. Smokey, can I get you upgraded as well? Excavator, can I get you side graded? Can I get Matthew upgraded and you side graded? Okay. As you get later in the game, you find out you need overall less diggy boys because they move more material. All right, I need to turn that on. That's going to be very important. A balance in here probably would help. Yeah, at the moment you're preferencing one of them. Actually, just a bigger pipe. A bigger pipe would help because you have a unload capacity of 110. So therefore, we're doing 60 and therefore 140. We're now doing 100 and 100 because that's a... Oh no, you're a 60 pipe as well. I might need a balancer. I might need a balancer. I also might need a bigger pipe. I also probably need... I don't need but it's one of those, it won't hurt if I made all those tier 1 belts go tier faster. Please. Cool. All right, so that should get rid of our slag faster, which means hopefully, well, these jobs will still exist. I'm just hoping they're going to be shorter jobs because they'll be coming and dumping here rather than, well, dumping the sea, because the sea is potentially a long way away. All right, next thing I want to do is I need to fix the next problem. The next problem with our extremely busy is, no, actually, next thing I want to do is I want to look at microchips. So, microchips. We got microchips up and running last episode, and it's technically working. It's also technically not working. The way it's working and not working is we're producing microchips. And then when we're producing microchips, eventually, well, we have eventually you can run because we have enough teraflops. When you run, you produce a electronics 3. When you produce an electronics 3, eventually we have 3.75 of them, which is the amount that I need to then make a server. When you have 3.75 of them and you make a server, that means you're consuming our teraflops, which means you're not consuming my teraflops because I'm over at my capacity. So what I want to do is either need more teraflops or more teraflops. It's pretty much my only answer. But to do that, I need to get to the next tier of teraflops, and we got that unlocked in our last episode, and that is the data centers. Now, the data centers require us to put in server racks. Now, server racks come from servers. The problem is I need 25 servers to make one server rack. Now, we may ask, what does one server rack do for me? One server rack gives me 2 teraflops. My problem is going to be I'm not just 1 teraflop short, I'm a lot more than 1 teraflop short, because the moment we're making, well, we're not making 8 microchips per minute, we're making 2, because this recipe has to run through 4 times, which means I'm only producing, well, 2 microchips per minute, well, 2 electronics 3 per minute at absolute max. But once I get into buildings, data centers, we can see they need maintenance 3. Because they now need maintenance 3, then I run into a whole brand new problem, and that is, well, I need electronics to run into maintenance 3. So I need to have, well, even more electronics, which means I need to have even more microchips, which means I need to have even more teraflops. So what I want to do is, in a very short period, I hope, I want to go from rather having 3 machines running each recipe 4 times, I want to go to 4 times that amount of machines, being a total of 12 machines, running that recipe once each, which means I need to have 3 less teraflops times by 12 of them. So 3 times 12 means I need to have 36 teraflops. On top of that, I have 4 teraflops for you to make you run, so that means I need 40 teraflops. Plus I need to have another 4 teraflops for you to run to make maintenance, so I need to have another 8 teraflops. Okay, that gives me 44. But then technically on top of that, I also need to still make small servers, because I need to make more servers so we can keep expanding. Otherwise, we just got to a dead even place. So I need to have another 4 teraflops, which means I need to have a total of 48 teraflops. The good news is I already currently have 16 teraflops, so I only need 32 teraflops. To get my 32 teraflops, I'm going to need, well, each server rack gives me 2 teraflops. So I need to have 16 server racks. The problem is each server rack is comprised of 25 servers. So I need to have 400 servers, which means I need this box to be full. I also need to have a small box put right in front of it in the right direction, and I then need an alert on you. Tell me if you are greater than 75%. That'll do. So when you've got 180 in you and you've got 50%, then I'm at 360. And then I'm getting very, very close to having enough servers, because I need 400 to actually be able to run the whole new system. So that's that sorted. That can run in the meantime. I do have a whole bunch of electronics 3 here, which I could sacrifice to make servers faster. We might have to do that, but by the same token, I have a whole lot of microchips here that I need to process, so I don't need to rush to do that right now. Yeah, and we're going to process them. We're gonna process them pretty much at 1-for-1 speed at the moment. Yeah, okay. All right, and you have an alert if you get down to 25% full, which means that I need to manually power you up some way, shape, or form. All right, so that's the first thing I need to do. Second thing I need to do is I need to remove some of these deliveries. The way we're going to remove these deliveries, we're going to target coal. Now, coal I'm using for smelting. There's not a lot I can do about that. I'm also using coal for power. And we're using at a speed of, well, you're using 30, you're using another 30, that's 60, you're using 30, that's another 90, plus you're using 30, that's 120, plus you're using potentially another 30, that's 150. That's 150 coal per minute, which means, even though I have mega diggy boys, you hold 60, which means I need you to fill your bucket, well, fill your shovel with nothing but coal. Well, 3 of you every minute. That's a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to put down nuclear power. Now, nuclear power we need to stop, we need to explain, we need to talk through, and that starts at uranium, which is here on the list. Cool. Uranium. You need to get uranium. Uranium only comes from the world map or from trading. They're the only 2 places to get it. Once you have uranium, you need to turn it into uranium ore crushed, because that's the only option you have with it. Once you have uranium ore crushed, you need to take uranium ore crushed, and the only thing you do with it, mix with some acid to make yellow cake. Yellow cake's probably going to be one of the important ingredients we need. Also going to get some toxic slurry. Toxic slurry we dealt with previously. That's with gold. We're just ending up having to filter it. We have to clean it up. We could dump it in the sea, but it's a lot of poison and a lot of pollution. We prefer not to. So we need to make yellow cake. After I have yellow cake, I need to take yellow cake, I need to mix it with hydrogen fluoride. We're going to come back to hydrogen fluoride. It's a very important thing, hydrogen fluoride. And that's going to give us enriched uranium 4% plus some depleted uranium. The depleted uranium, we can't really do much with right now, but the enriched uranium 4%, that's the magic item I want, because having enriched uranium makes it sound very shiny, very bright, which probably means I can make some power out of it. If we look at you, I can take 3 lots of enriched uranium 4%. Don't forget, I only got 0.75. Add some steel to it and get some uranium rods. Uranium rods sounds like the magic item I need to make some power. Now, to do this combination, I need to have 3 of these. To do 3 of these, I need to have, well, 0.75 multiplied by 4 gives me, well, the 3 that I need, which means I need to have yellow cake. I need to have 4.5 multiplied by 4, so I need to have 9, 18. So if we look at this, you produce 9, so I need to have 2 of these settling tanks to give me the 18 that I need, which means I need to have uranium all crushed at a rate of twice the 18, which is 36, which means I need to have uranium coming in at a rate of 36, which means the mine out in the world map that only runs at speed 18 is not going to be fast enough for me. I need to upgrade you, or I need to find the other spicy rock place that we keep spicy rocks, which is, I don't know, it's here somewhere. That one. And unlock that one, which means I need Mr. Shippy Shippy to beat up a 990 ship. So we need to get to that, or I need to upgrade the first one. We're probably going to upgrade the first one, but before I do that, I need to actually start processing uranium. Now, as I've mentioned before, I'll mention again, I don't feel bad about using blueprints, because, well, I've shared all my blueprints. They're all public available, including this one. This is one I spent a lot of time in, a lot of effort in, because it's modular. It's designed to make nuclear fuel rods, the very first item we need for the very first type of nuclear. And then you actually upgrade the blueprint. You just tag this onto the existing blueprint, and then you can make MOX fuel rods, which is the next level of reactor. And then once you've done with that, and you want to go to the next one, well, then you just tag the next blueprint onto the build. And I'll link the video up in the top right-hand corner for my whole nuclear blueprint, and also the reactors. We're going to talk about the reactors in just a second, because they're much the same. So we're going to start with this blueprint. Now, this particular blueprint, I know for a fact, spreads over the left and up to the top, which is going to be a problem if I put this in this orientation. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip the whole blueprint, and I'm going to put it here, which I'm really not happy about, because I want to have that sand, but I guess I sort of need power first, so we're going to dump that blueprint then. All right, then what I want to do is I want to modify some things. So you are going to make filter medium, which runs into the wastewater treatment plant, which would be fine, except in my particular case, I have a whole lot of filter medium being made and put in a bucket over here, which I'd like to just use. So we're going to remove you, which you then have gravel and manufactured sand to make that filter medium. So I want to remove all that stuff. You do have a coal bucket, but the coal bucket we're going to keep because I need the coal bucket later. What I do now need is I need to replace that storage with a normal storage. Well, that machine with a normal storage, have filter medium, have a request for filter medium. And then well, we can start building all of, let's build the bottom half first. Yeah, and let's also find some workers. You are now finished, you can be paused, and you're now finished, you can be paused, and you're unloading, you're not unloading, because I missed that pipe. Okay, with that pipe now fixed, can I prioritize you back that way? And yes, thank you to the comment section, I definitely missed that pipe, but now it's built. So now we can unload that ship, so therefore I can start shipping out you guys, so therefore I can get oil running, otherwise that would be bad times. Bad time bears. Can I get a alert if you are less than 25%, which you currently are? Cool. All right, so with this build, I need to have a couple of inputs and a couple of outputs. We're going to have rock. Rock is used for hydrogen fluoride, which I said we'd come back to. Hydrogen fluoride, very, very important thing. For hydrogen fluoride, you get from having some rock and mixing some acid to get hydrogen fluoride. Now, as it has fluoride in the name, that means it's going to be very, very important to brush your teeth with. I highly recommend you brush your teeth with hydrogen fluoride. You're going to output slag. Slag's going to come to here along with slag from our, well, toxic slurry. So I'd like to look at that. I'd also like to look at the fact that you need water and the fact that you need brine, because I happen to have, well, slag right here. I happen to have brine right here, and I happen to have water right here. So we want to do some modifications to some of these existing infrastructure builds. We're going to remove that pipe. I'm going to remove that pipe. I'm going to remove that belt and that belt, and I'm going to remove that belt and that belt. And then we're going to remove you. I'm going to remove you. Cool. With those removed, and you too, please, we're going to make some changes. So first change is concrete slabs. They're going to come down. No, I'm going to remove that much. Okay, concrete slabs are going to come down to ground level, and then they're going to go into there. Cool. Limestone is also going to come down to ground level and go to there. Pipe of water. Pipe of water is going to height 2. Yeah, you're at height 2. Gonna go sideways, gonna come to here, gonna go to ground level, and then come through to here. But now that you're in place, it means I can move that bridge to there. That's gonna be very, very important. Job number 1. I can move that bridge to there, but I already know I want to upgrade that bridge. Builders vehicles. I want to upgrade you to a bigger and better bridge. I'm going to put you there. Cool. All right. And then I want to remove this bridge. All right. So what I need to do is I need to get brine. Brine is not coming in, and therefore this system's not running. So I want to put a bridge. Bridges on bridges on bridges. I know. We're going to put a bridge here. Okay. All right. With a bridge there, can I chop those? All right. So we're going to take brine. Brine is over here. We're going to take a brine pipe, transport pipe, brine. I'm going to bring that brine pipe to, go to there, please, to here, to here, to here, to probably this side. Yes, and then brine is that tile there. Okay, so we're going to bring brine to here. Okay. That'll give me brine, and that means I'm not going to top you up anymore because you're now going to be fed from a pipe, and brine is in the pipe. Cool, that's step number 1. Step number 2 is slag. I'm going to have slag come out on its slaggy belt, and I'm going to bring that through here, over to there, and then over to here, and then you can just be dumped onto the slag belt. Cool, that's slag organized as well. All right, that leaves water. Water is the pipe that's disconnected. But now I know the pipe's disconnected. We're going to trim you back 2 more tiles. Okay, we're going to run our concrete slabs up, over, and down. We're going to run our limestone up, over, and that's up, down. Yeah, you need to go over 1 more tile. Up, to there, and down. All right, that leaves water. Water is going to also go up, over and down, except water's also going to get teed off right here, and go under here at height 1, height 2, and over to here and into there. Cool, that's 1 less delivery I have to do. All right, so that's going to be that, that's going to be that, that's all going to be reconnected, that's going to be reconnected, and we should be good to go. All right, so you're going to have water. It's going to get delivered now, so that means I don't have to do this delivery. You're going to get brine now, which means I don't have to do that delivery. I will still have to do the delivery for sulfur. Hopefully. Oh, shit. No, little trucks can get through there. I don't think big trucks can get through here. They'll have to go around. But that should get us all the things we need to have you have water, acid. Yeah, you're a self-balancing system. Problem is you didn't self-balance terribly well. Can I upgrade that, and then that, and that? Because some truck delivered water directly to here, rather than feeding in the pipes. So we're going to do that, delete that, and turn you back on, and then you should take the water out of here. Cool. All right, so you're running. All right, we have yellow cake on the pipe. There are extra pipes in here that don't seem to do anything currently. Don't worry about it. That's part of the blueprint. And then we're going to build the next section. The next section is going to be the important section. This is going to take our yellow cake, mix it with the hydrogen fluoride. Remember, brush your teeth with hydrogen fluoride. Has fluoride in it. Guaranteed. Anything with fluoride. I've seen the TV. I've seen the advertisement. I know that they put a fluoride in my water, not to make sure that, you know, I won't realize when the aliens abduct me. It is also, I brush my teeth, is for protection of my teeth. Cool. So you're going to make our wonderful uranium. And then here at the back, we have some steel being delivered, which means after I have my 4% uranium, I have some uranium rods, which means we'll have some spicy rods, which means we can do something with them. As for depleted uranium, it's going to sit in a box. We'll have to worry about that later. Can I get an alert? Notify me when you are greater than 75% full, and then hopefully we're going to ignore you for a little while. So you're going to take a little while to run. I'm going to need to leave you running for a little while until I have some uranium rods in here. It's going to be very important we have some rods, because we need rods from God. Shiny rods. And you guys are running, you guys are running, you guys are running. Now, I could technically get our uranium ore from here to here, which is something we probably need to do. Luckily enough, that comes there around the outside. The coal box can stay there for right now. This is going to cause me problems in the future because the blueprint expands that way, and all this stuff's in the way. But we can worry about that in the future when I get to the next blueprint. Also, you know, the whole Dune Hills also going to be in my way, but we'll worry about that in the future. This is our solution for right now, which is what I need, a right now solution. All right, with that done, I need to go back to, well, we're back to stable. Cool. With us being stable, I want to do a couple of things. All right, first thing I want to do is I want to remove this. This was Jetty's private box of concrete slabs, so the trucks couldn't nick off with it. I want to move you to here, and then I want to hook you into there. All right, can I build that? With that built, can I remove the old one? Okay, you were hooked into this belt, which was fitting concrete slabs. This belt I could reverse and fill that box up, but it's just not worth it. So we're going to remove that belt as well. Remove belt. Okay, can I make that go away? Cool. All right, now I could have run plastic along there instead, move plastic over, give myself a bit more room. It's just not worth the hassles. It's perfectly fine. All right, next thing I want to do is maintenance. I have maintenance 2 right here. We're going to double that. I'm going to have more maintenance. I'm also going to double maintenance 1. Don't really need to double this just yet, but we're doing it so it's planned out. So in the future, when I need it, because I will need it, we can just come over here and unpause the machine. At the same time, I need to see how this one has electronics on the left, and this one has electronics on the right. This is because somebody boo-booed. So I need to fix that at the same time by deleting that, and nope, cancel. Deleting that part of that one. And in fact, deleting that part. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to make sure that the mechanical components are on the... Nope, I need to upgrade that belt. You have a connector on you, don't you? Yep, called it. All right, I need to have mechanical on the now left because I spun the camera, and then electronics on the right. Okay, that's very, very important because when I put you here, I need your mechanical components to do a little zigzag like this, because I've done it before. I've done it many, many times, but I've put a connector up against a connector, and it can be done. It's just a pain in the butt to do, and I prefer not to do it. So what I want to do is, I need to move this. You can go here as a reminder that I need to remove you. So what I want to do is I want to put that zigzag on the mechanical components, just so it's out of the way, so I don't have to have, well, the back of one on the back of the other. All right, other things I want to do is I want to plug this into here, so it's ready to go. And can I copy you? And can I put you here and here? Remove that, flip you to the right direction. Okay, so you're all now ready to go. I need to move this out of the way, which we'll do in just a second after I move this pipe also out of the way. Cool. All right, now, originally we had a gap down the left-hand side, down here, so trucks to get through here. That is a totally given up on that. It was a wishful idea that I was doing very well until I put in this compactor. When I put in this compactor, it was definitely not wide enough anymore, and trucks couldn't get through here. The good news is, well, we have the wonderful golden road here, which is missing. You're missing some bits. Yeah, can't have that. Okay. So we have this wonderful golden road here that they can use instead. So they're going to keep using the golden road. All right. Next thing I want to do is I want to try and fix my next, well, one of my many deliveries, and that is diesel. I want to solve the diesel problem because at the moment we're moving diesel all over the map. I've turned off mining trucks because I don't care about trucks, mining trucks. I've also turned off refueling trucks because I don't care about those. They're dedicated jobs. but this is moving diesel around. This is not filling up a vehicle with diesel. This is just moving it from A to B. So what I want to do is I want to go to our diesel stores. Our diesel stores are all the way over here, and we have this little pipe. This little pipe is coming over here and coming into a fuel depot that's out of fuel. That's not how fuel depots work. Can I upgrade that pipe so it goes faster? Because obviously we're using over 60 fuel per minute. Can I also upgrade this station? And the fact that you have 3 trucks sitting around, well, you have 3 trucks and 2 of them are sitting here doing nothing. I'm gonna upgrade that as well. Now, bigger fuel station means it holds more fuel. I also believe it refuels the vehicle faster. I've never actually tested. So we're gonna upgrade that. But now I have this fuel pipe. Now this fuel pipe comes from this tank, and this is like Jetty's emergency store tank. This is when all shit hits the fan, I can turn on these guys. Sure, you're draining that, so it's probably not gonna work, and I can get some emergency power. I don't really wanna take off that tank. What I do want to do is I want to grab a 200 pipe. I want to come from here to there, to there, to there. Okay, you didn't connect. Cool. Can I get a 200 pipe? Okay, can I build that? So that way you're definitely connected. And then can I start from there? Okay. I want to bring this pipe up to here. I want to come to here, and then I'm going to go under that mess, I guess. Over that mess. Okay, we're going to go over that mess. We're going to get a brand new diesel pipe, which is going to come to here, and then shop. And then once we get to here, I'm going to run along beside these pipes. Yes, because I can't run underneath them, because if I run underneath them, then no little trucks can get underneath them anymore. It's not going to affect the big trucks. They're already screwed, but I'd like to make sure the little trucks, at least if they want to access underneath, they can. Just shortens the drive time a little bit for them. Can we run to there? Can I run to here, and then under there, and then to there, and then over here? And yep, sure, we'll run on top of the crude oil pipe. And then after we get here, I guess height 3 to here. Okay, to there. All right, after we get to there, we're gonna nope. Cool. After we get to there, I guess we're gonna build that because I stopped doing one pipe. Is that connected at the other end? It should be. It looks to be. It is connected. Oh, it says not connected, but it's connected at the other end. It's just not connected to anything else. All right. After I get here, I was continuing to go down to height 1 in that tile. Yes. Okay. And then we're going to run through to here. After I get to here, we're going to slide into the height 2 and then come through to here. And then we're going to plug into this pipe. The pipe I said I was not going to destroy earlier because I said I ended up using it. So we're going to build that. Now that pipe continues into the poop system, which I probably prefer not to put diesel in. So we're going to disconnect that. But that gives me a pipe that runs the good distance of the map. So now I have a pipe running a good distance of the map. I want to do some changes. First change I want to do is I only have 4 tiles between here and here, which is a problem. It means that we can't get a big truck in here to pick up dirt. Not so much of a problem right now, could be a problem in the future. So I'm going to move this diesel tank to over here, and we're going to make sure that I have a pipe that's going to go, nope, from here, right across the front of the dirt, and then into there. Cool. That's going to be a new place where you guys are going to get diesel from. We're going to remove that, and then we're going to, well, leave that for 2 minutes because I'm going to get to the next spot where we're going to get diesel, which is going to be over here. Now, like I said, I did cut off this path, which means they can't get through here. They can still get to our electronics 2 because they need to get to that, and they can also get into here as well because they need them to be able to deliver like glass and steel and technically vehicle pass 1 and that sort of stuff. So I don't want to break that, so I want to make sure that this is going to break it. Well, it's fine. They don't need to go that way. We need to make sure they can get into all this. So I want to bring this pipe up over and like thoroughly out of the way. and then over that building, and then we're going to bring this on this side, and I'm going to drop it down, and we're going to put that into there, because it's another spot where I have another fuel station, which we're also going to upgrade and make sure that you have diesel plugged straight in. Yeah, we gotta wait for diesel to get here. All right, which means I don't need to do this anymore. It's fine. I don't need to make sure it's filled up because it's gonna be filled up with a pipe. All right, so it gives me diesel there. Can we upgrade you as well, just on the off chance? And you're now a fuel station tier 2. All right, low supply of crude oil. You are trying to unload and upgrade. Okay. And you're a 450 as well. All right, that should solve that problem. All right. There's plenty of vehicle parts in there. Okay, so that should get me fuel through to here. Now, I do want to take fuel, you know, probably out to here somewhere. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. The other spot it would not be a bad idea is right here. Can I go and remove you? Can I go and build vehicles? Can I put in a bigger ramp? And we're going to dump that right there. Cool. Can I come back to here? We're going to grab a pipe off here, bring this down to ground level, come under this bridge at height 1, and come through here. After we get to here, we're going to have to go to height 2, and then through under the poop pipe to this point. After we get to this point, we need to come down to ground level, and then I need to make a stop here, and here, and here, and here, and there, and there, and there, and there, and that one, and that one, and just there for a minute. Okay, after we get to there, I have this bridge, which is blocking my access to getting this pipe through, and then well, dispersing out to these guys, because obviously these guys are in the process of getting upgraded megas, and they're going to use a lot more fuel. So what I want to do is obviously remove this bridge and tweak some things so I can make sure I get this pipe through. So first thing is you go away, and then everybody complains about lack of path. I'm going to rebuild you, and at the same time I need to remove that, and that, and I need to flip that around so we can get past. Can I copy that thing? And can I put that back there, and then also plug that into the back of you? Okay, and then can I flip the pipe back, the pipe belt the other way, so we can get our veggies back down the hill. All right, with our veggies going down the hill, we're going to bring this pipe through to here, underneath that little turn, up to max height, and then I'm going to make sure we do a little squiggle. Squiggle's going to be important. We'll come back to the squiggle in a minute. We're going to go over the top, and we're going to come to, say, here. Actually, you know what? We're going to keep going. We're going to go all the way through to here. Yeah, and then go over the top, and come all the way out to here. And down to ground level, face that way, remove 2 of you, build you, and can I put a tank right here? Cool. You're going to be a tank. You're going to be a tank that's going to have diesel in it, which means I don't need this tank to have diesel anymore. Deletes. Cool. All right, so that's going to be a tank of diesel. On top of that, I want another tank. And can I copy tank? Copy tank. Can I put a tank about here? Out one top. Yeah. Okay. Can we get a pipe from here to here? All right. Second tank of diesel. All right. With that done, can I put a third tank of diesel about here? Cool. Because I have this tank, which we're going to also remove. All right. What I want to do is I want to take from my squiggle, and this is why the squiggle's there, so I can branch in 2 different directions. And we're going to come to here, that side, underneath, then on top of the water, and over to here, and into there. Okay, so that should be our third diesel pipe, bringing diesel over here as well. That should disappear, and no idea where that diesel's going, but hopefully it's somewhere important. And we have diesel running to you. Okay, so you now have local fuel storage. You will have local fuel storage after it's full. You will have local fuel storage provided that plugged in. It did, and it's flowing. And you guys already had local fuel, and we now have fuel here via pipe. And realistically, I need to take it this way. But also realistically, I have plenty of uranium rods. So with plenty of uranium rods, and me hopefully going down some of the deliveries, I need to get to actually using the uranium rods to do something. So again, blueprints. I want to talk about just 1 second. I want to talk about the self-balancing nuclear water replenishment. So this little system, what it does is it just basically makes water, and it's designed to plug it into a nuclear reactor. Now it's designed in a way that it refills the water for a nuclear reactor. Doesn't matter what type of reactor. So whether it be a normal reactor, a MOX reactor, a fast breeding reactor. Doesn't matter, you just plug it in. The other thing it's going to do is it's going to it's going to replenish the water. Also, if the water's not full, it will fill it up. So it's really a very, very smart system, and it's designed so it's going to make sure that your reactor doesn't melt down because it has no water. Now it needs to have a dump pipe and a fill pipe. So we need one seawater in or one dump pipe out, and I need to have this built. On top of that, I'm going to have a few more things. First thing I'm going to need is power generation. I'm going to need a nuclear reactor, which funnily enough doesn't actually make any power, but it does create steam. Steam is what we use to make power, and nope, you go that way. Fuel in, burnt fuel out. Okay, and that tile. That tile, that tile. That tile. Okay. So from this balancer, I need you. Can I go over now? Not quite. Okay. Can I go from this tile? We're gonna go at height 1, just so we pass over everything. No, actually to here. I forgot to build. Very important thing. Very, very important thing. Water storage. I need to slide you over tile. Yes. Okay. So I need water storage. Water storage is going to go there. Water storage is then going to have the water go into here, which is the one that feeds the reactor, and here, which is the one that runs the emergency cooling. Yeah. That's sort of important to hook up. Only if you plan on using it. By the same token, you're not planning on using it, double the hooking up. Can I get storage? We are going to go here. You're going to bring in transports. Can I get a slower belt? Laha. You're going to bring in rods. Rods from gods that make the water shiny. Cool. Can you grab one of those? On top of that, you're going to output some special waste. Very special waste. That special waste goes into a radioactive waste storage, which... Flip. We're going to put here. Getting very close to the coastline. It's alright, we got room. We can rearrange and slide everything over if I need to. I prefer not to. There to there to there to there to there to... Technically... That's really close to the edge. I can do that with a lift if I need to. It's going to ultimately get done with trucks. If it's going to get done with trucks, I need 3 tiles. Okay, I need to pick up everything and slide it back a little bit, the tiniest amount. Tiniest amount. Can I put you guys back where we were? All right, we're going to plan ahead. We're going to run this belt in this tile. We're going to make sure I put a flat balancer right here and plug that into there and that into there. Yeah, and we're going to prioritize out. So we're going to make sure that this gets filled up first before I need to add another one. And by the fact that that truck just drove through there means I have room, because, well, when we empty these things, they're going to get empty via truck. All right, so that should be water that gets remade and put back into the system. Done. And then we have steam out. Now, steam out does a few things. First thing it does is it runs into power production. We want high pressure turbines. We want to remove that. We want high pressure turbines. We want to have high in. Then I want low pressure turbines in, and each one of these is enough to run 2 of these guys. So you make 12 and you make 6. That is a total of 18. You guys use 18, and the most important thing I want to do is actually scroll the old power plant, confirm you guys are set at priority 6, change them down to priority 8, and copy and paste the settings. So you guys are going to power up second after the nuclear reactor powers up. And then I need to, hook in the steam. So steam needs to do a few things. First thing it needs to do is come out of here. We're going to run to, let's say, that tile. that tile. Yeah, okay, we're going to run to that tile. Actually, we're going to run to that tile at height 1. Can I grab a pipe back? I'm going to go from there to, what I say? That tile. And then at height 1. We're going to run through to here, through to there. I have a blueprint. We could just put down a blueprint, but I want to make sure... No, this tile, yep. I want to make sure I go through actually building our first nuclear reactor together. All right, I want to cut all that. I want to move all that over here because I'm actually going to be doing something weird. I'm going to be duplicating. Cool. All right, so we need to actually... No, that's fine. All right, what I need to do is I need to bring in high pressure steam. High pressure steam is going to go through a balancer. I'm going to be adding right here, floating up in the air. Pipe balancer right there. And you're going to be running into here and then into here. And you're going to be a priority out. That way this one runs no matter what. Okay, you take out your now low pressure steam and run it into the low pressure turbines, both of them. And then you guys have depleted steam. Depleted steam is going to come out and go straight into this balancer. And like so. All right, so with that done, then I can look at the next one. So the next one is going to be the same. We're going to plug you into there. We're going to plug you into there. We're going to plug our high steam into another balancer. And that one. Okay, into there and into there and into there. Cool. And then you have depleted steam. Depleted steam is going to come out and plug into this balance as well, and this balance as well, and then low steam. Okay. And then I'm going to take the whole kit and caboodle and put it up there. All right, next thing I want to do. Now, nuclear reactors, generally, you don't put any sort of load balancing on them. You don't put any flywheels. I am putting on flywheels. I'm going to be putting on flywheels for a reason of I tend to not have my nuclear reactors just do power. I tend to have them do a few things. Because they make steam, and we use steam for all sorts of things. So I might as well have the infrastructure there. So in the future, when I want to do something weird with them, I can do something weird with them. Also, I want to slide everything over like 10 tiles. Yeah. Can I slide everything to... Is that correct? I don't think that's a tile. Which tile did we come from? We came from that tile. You can go there. Okay, let's plug things back in. Can I remove that? Can I run that back into that balancer there? This is our depleted steam, which was going into this pipe, and can still go into that pipe, I guess. You and you. Okay, technically, if the reactor has a meltdown, it produces depleted steam, and technically you can plug that in there as well, if you really feel like it. And also, technically, I need that pipe to plug back into there. Okay, all right, so that's that done, that done, and I don't know why you went up a tile. You go down a tile. Can I put you back there? Okay, can I plug that into there and that into there? I need to make sure you're an output, you're an input. Can I flip you? And you're also one tile gap, which is it out. Cool. All right. Can I? Well, can I start filling this up with water? That's gonna be important. Can I set you to be water? And I need to drag that all the way up there and make sure it's filled up with some water before we can turn things on. All right. As for the second drive shaft, we're going to jump here for 1 minute. I'm going to plug in the complicated pipes. So complicated pipes are low to low, low to low, to low, and low to low, low to low, and low to low. All right, depleted is going to come out this end here. Can I just hang out the end, and can I have you hang out the end, and you can go to here, and you can go to here. Okay, with that done, you'll line up with your friend. Can I cut the whole thing and slide it very, very close to your friend? Like, you know, kissing close. Maybe not kissing close. That close. Okay, flywheels. Can I throw the flywheels on the end of this one as well? And we should be good. All right, so high pressure steam. High pressure steam needs to flow down to all these. So we're going to come out of here, into here, and then do I want to put a balancer? Okay, we're going to put in a balancer. I don't strictly need a balancer, but we're going to put one in. We're going to go from you into you. And we're going to go from you into you. We're going to go from that pipe into that pipe and into that pipe. Okay, so that's all that plugged in. That's all that plugged in. That only leaves this depleted steam pipe that we left hanging out the end, which I need to take, preferably under all the other pipes, just so we can keep things neat. Yep, to here, to here, and then into that balancer. Okay, with that done, can I remove that? All right, what we need to do is we need to have you full of water. You're getting there. We need to have you lot built. We need to have a pipe for our brine, which is going to go from there. I don't need a pipe that big. A tier 2 pipe from there to there. And I need to have seawater coming here. Now I don't need the seawater tank. It's just it's literally there as a marker. Some of the brine tank, you don't actually need the brine tank, but you know, well, it doesn't hurt anything, so we're just going to leave them there. Can I get you built? Can I get you built? You're filtered for brine. You are. Cool. All right. We need to have this little box built. This little box is going to demand that you get some uranium, and then I need to have all the pipes between there and there built. All the pipes between there and there built. All the pipes between there and there built. All the pipes built on that side. And a balancer. There's more pipes. There's definitely more pipes. Definitely more pipes. Cool. And then can I get that part built? All right, with that part built, can I get one of them built? And there's more pipes down here. Okay, so we have a water tank. It is half full. That's gonna be good enough for me. All right, we have a reactor that's about to be built. We have spicy rocks in the box, and can I get that part built as well? Too much clear crew has nothing to do. Oh, cool. Didn't take it long. And can we go navigation? You can drive all the way up to here. Okay, if you can drive to here, can I get a flat? Can I get a flat there? Yes, I can. Okay, so if we can access material at that point, can I go angle up, please? Can we go just a little bit into the wall? Actually, can I go right one more tile? I can. Cool. Can we go up and into the wall here? Just a few tiles, just a little bit. Actually, a little bit more. Okay, and then can I go flat? Those ones. And then can we go back up again? No, you're hanging out in the air. Okay, can I get those ones to go up? That could be flat. That's not flat. F for flat. Okay, F for flat. And then angled up again. We want to come out to... Actually, you're missing everything, so that's fine. Okay, and if you went, you'd be one tile lower. Yeah, that's hanging out well into the middle of nowhere. Okay, can I remove that? If you guys kept digging up in this orientation, that is just skimming the edge of the mountain. That's fine. As long as you guys can make a start, we'll be fine. So then the only thing we do is remark this to go here and see if you guys go up the hill. You are going up the hill. Cool. All right. So we have not enough workers, which means that's not running. That's a problem. Can I get you built? All right. And unpaused. I have uni. I have 14 uni. Not really. Okay. So you have a reactor. You have fuel. You have water. You, in theory, have emergency cooling, providing I plugged in all the plumbing in the right way. You guys have seawater ready to go. You don't have any steam currently. And you are prioritizing to run this guy. This guy's going to run these generators. These generators are going to be set to priority 5, like so. We don't have the flywheels. We're not going to use the flywheels right now. And auto ballast is turned off. And we're going to start the reactor. So if I've done everything right, spicy rocks are going to go in here. And drag that all the way up. And you are going to slowly heat up and start producing steam. As you produce steam, you are going to prioritize out fill these guys, which means they're going to slowly start spinning up to power, which means we're going to slowly start getting enough mechanical force that eventually these guys will kick in and they'll run full speed. Once they start running full speed, okay, we're fine so far. Yeah. Once they start, once they start running full speed, which is going to take a while, we need to have the efficiency maxed out, which means the temperature in here needs to be at 100%, no more, no less. But more's probably fine, as long as you don't mind meltdowns. Once you guys are running, you are going to be producing power. So you guys are now doing 30 megawatts worth of power, which means if I come back to this, you have auto balance on. You have auto balance on. You don't have auto balance on. And you turn on auto balance on you, and then that means this guy can keep running. No, he needs to have auto balance on as well, because you would account for the next generator being, well, 45 megawatts worth of power. We're not consuming 45 megawatts worth of power. So now I'm doing 30 dedicated on a nuclear reactor, and I have another potentially, well, up to 30 coming from coal power, but that has halved the amount of coal we're going through. Now, obviously, that's a good start, and we're only using half a fuel rod. I'm making 3 fuel rods. So if I had a bit more of a build done, oh, I don't have that much uni. Can I get a loan for uni, please, dear devs? If I had that part done. Okay, what parts do I need? I need to have you and you. Well, yeah, and you, and then I need these bits. I need one of these. You need this and this. Okay. Side note, water. 2320. Come on, deliver fast. Oh wow, I'm out of parts. Okay, so it's not just a uni problem, it's also a parts problem. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, no, you're running. Okay, now that you're running, I'm gonna actually, yes, I'm gonna crank you to the next level. Now you guys have auto balance turned off, which means technically, well, the steam goes into you no matter what. Yeah, so we're now going to produce twice the amount of steam. We're now going to produce 192. You guys only consume 96, which means the rest of the steam is going to come out this pipe eventually after it backs up a little bit. And then it's going to come over here, and it's going into this balancer, and then into this guy and this guy. And they have auto balance turned off. They're just going to use the steam no matter what, and that'll be enough to run this generator, which we're going to, no, we're going to leave you at 6, I think. Yes, and then eventually run this generator when this generator is built. But that also means that I'm guaranteed I have 45. Technically, it's more than 45. Technically, it's 60 megawatts worth of power after this other generator is built, worth of power from nuclear, which means I'm overproducing power. But it does mean that now I'm not using any coal. In fact, we're going to be changing this way down. Way down. You are burning hydrogen non-stop. How much hydrogen is in there? It's not full. Yeah, we don't have too much hydrogen yet. I was really hoping we'd be in a situation where we had too much hydrogen. You are prioritizing out. Yeah. We're not at a stage where we have too much hydrogen. Yeah, we're about to run out. Okay. Okay. But, yes, we're now running completely off a nuclear reactor. This has 2-0, so the water's gone down, but you'll have to find out in the next episode whether we have a meltdown or not, because I ran out of water. Technically, the emergency cooling's plugged in, but also technically, if you run out of water, I don't think the emergency cooling is going to do much for me. But either way, I need to leave this video here. We have water running out, which is probably good because I just swapped across to nuclear, which means I'm using less water. We have low supplies of iron, and that is because you don't have any coal. You don't have any coal because all the coal was going there, but you're now at priority 11. You're still at priority 6. Yep. So that means you're still guaranteed to be full, which means I still have some ability to make steam here, because, well, this steam also goes off to, well, fuel, the fuel oil, and our low steam that pops out of these guys from different CO2 sources also goes into, well, the first one technically, and produces a little bit of mechanical power, which should keep this shaft, hopefully, depending on how much CO2 I'm dumping in there, hopefully fairly well charged. But yeah, at the moment this is just all turned off. And also you're gonna burn, you're gonna burn, but you're in all on auto balance. You might back up with hydrogen. You're a priority in. No, technically we might be okay. Yeah, we'll have to leave it for a little while and see what happens. Because Feels like it's discharging right now. I might just have to plug you directly in your own dedicated turbine. Yeah, that's also an option. But you're running, we're producing power, which means, in theory, I've saved a whole lot of coal. And in theory, I have enough servers, so next episode we can upgrade and unlock our teraflops. But right now, I'm going to leave this video here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in, well, the very next video. All right, bye.